Hey guys, it's me Venom, and today we are going to be doing round... Hold on. I think it was round 10 of the My Tournament of Power. So yeah, and if you're wondering who I'm dressed up as, if you haven't seen it before, I am dressed up as Goku's father, Bardock. But that's not who we're going on today. If you stayed till the end of last week's episode, you saw who we were fighting. And we were fighting my all-time favorite DBZ villain, even though he was only in a movie, which is considered non-canon. But we are fighting Omega Shenron, the final villain of Dragon Ball GT. And since we don't really have any other maps from GT, I know they didn't fight on planet Tuffle, but I say it's a fitting place for Omega Shenron, since it is the only official GT map that we got, and since he was the final villain of Dragon Ball GT. Hopefully this guy will give us more fighting than everyone else, since he's the next to last. He is the last official round, but there will be one more video after this in the series, only because I want to fight this next guy, and I hope you guys will like it, but I'm not going to tell you just yet. Apparently I'm too strong for Omega. Yep. For Omega Shenron, there's even less of a history lesson for him, other than Broly. So I will, after this part of the round, I will start explaining it. Okay. That wasn't too difficult. It's a shame, because the leader of the Shadow Dragons should have given me much more of a fight. And if you guys didn't see him better, here is a better view of the big man himself. And here are two other Shadow Dragons that are a part of him. Nova Shenron and Ice Shenron. Like their names entail, Nova is a fire dragon, which he can heat up his body hotter than the sun. And Ice Shenron, since his name sounds like ice, he can do the exact opposite of Nova. He can create his body down to absolute zero. I think that's what they said in GT. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they said that. But Omega here, his original name was Sin Shenron. Okay, so let's start by giving the backstory of the Shenrons themselves. The Shenrons, or the Shadow Dragons, came about after the end of the Baby Saga and the Super 17 Saga. Because after the Baby Saga happened, Earth was destroyed because of the Black Star Dragon Balls. Because a year had passed while they were fighting Baby. And then Super 17 showed up, and they didn't have any time. So they evacuated everyone to planet Tuffle, and then they used the Namekian Dragon Balls to revive Earth, and they were going to erase everyone's memories of Super 17 and Baby, but when they went to, the Dragon Balls started to crack, and all the negative energy poured out to become the Shadow Shenron, who's a big bluish dragon who smokes. And from him came 7 dragon shadowy spirits, which became the Shadow Dragons, which were, from my memory, are Rage, Oceanus, Haze, Ice, Nova, Sin, and I'm missing one. The name will probably come to me. But if you guys know the last name of the final Shadow Dragon that I'm missing... Yeah, I did say Oceanus. Well, let me go through this. Sin, Ice, Nova, Haze, Rage, Oceanus. Which one am I forgetting? Oh well. I guess since I can't remember it, that Shadow Dragon wasn't important and they just beat him easily. But yeah, so how Omega came to be, after the final... After Goku in Super Saiyan 4 was fighting Nova, Omega actually ambushed them and killed Nova and took the Dragon Ball out of his body to become Omega Shenron. And the way he did that was actually he ate all the Dragon Balls, excluding his own, because he already had that one inside of him. Other than that, we basically have no history except for how each Shadow Dragon came to be. Haze, which was the first one they fought, I think that was Oolong's wish, since he was the weakest of all Shadow Dragons. And Oolong's wish was to get a pair of ladies' underpants. Which was weird. Almost endless possibilities. And you wish for underpants. Huh. Yeah, that one's not making any sense on how it could... I guess since it wasn't helping anybody, it created more negative energy than good. And the way the Dragon Balls work, every wish, no matter what, creates negative energy. And the more selfish the wish, the more negative energy it creates. And I know Sin Shenron came about after one of Goku's wish to either bring back the Earth after it was destroyed or almost destroyed. Oh look, if you can see it in the background, there's planet Earth. Earth. Goku's home planet. Which is actually the reason he went Super Saiyan 4, is because he, while in Ozaru form, saw the Earth and felt truly sorry that he couldn't protect it and would possibly never see it again, which gave him control over his Ozaru form, which turned it into the Golden Ozaru, which then he further focused his energy and became Super Saiyan 4. And even then, in Super Saiyan 4, he could not defeat Omega Shenron. Heck, through most of the Shadow Dragon fights, Goku had a hard time, especially Nova and Ice. Because I know Ice blinded Goku, and then Goku used the Dragon Fist to fight him, and while he was still blind, had to fight
Behold the power of the Shadow Dragons.
Sin Shenron. But during their fight, Goku regained his eyesight, but let Omega/Sin Shenron think he was still blinded. Which was, for me, incredibly funny, but still bad. Even after Goku and Vegeta both had Super Saiyan 4, which was the pinnacle of Saiyan perfection, which I say that is true. Super Saiyan 4 is the pinnacle of Saiyan perfection that they can get on their own. Because the Saiyan, him or herself, has to gain complete consciousness over their own Ozaru form to go golden. And while in that golden Ozaru form, you have to go basically Super Saiyan, or even further beyond that, to gain Super Saiyan 4. So, Other than that, there is no higher version of Super Saiyan that is before Super Saiyan God, God Blue Kaioken, God Royal Blue, which is Vegeta's exclusive form at the second, and then Ultra Instinct. Because none of those forms could have been possible beyond Super Saiyan 4 without having Beerus tell them about the Super Saiyan God legend, without them asking Shenron, the good Shenron, the green happy guy we know and love, to give them access to basically God Ki, or Divine Energy, whatever you want to call it. None of that would have been possible without Beerus waking up. But if in Super they decide to keep GT canon, but have Vegeta not change his hair, because we all know that ain't growing back. Super Saiyan 4 is and will always be the pinnacle of Saiyan perfection through training. Yes, Super Saiyan God is the basically base form of the God energy. And then Goku went Super Saiyan God Blue, which is God, Super Saiyan God's version of Super Saiyan. I say they should at least mention Super Saiyan 4 as a possibility, or at least say it's a outdated form compared to God, God Blue, and Ultra Instinct. So I would love to at least hear them mention that form as a possibility, or at least say, yes, they managed to get it, but like Super Saiyan 3, at least retcon it so it can be slightly of a higher energy consumption than 3, so Goku and Vegeta don't use it. And I bet I know what you're about to say in the comments. Why is he going off about Super Saiyan 4? Why is it better than God, God Blue? Here's the thing. I never said it's better than God, God Blue Kaioken, Ultra Instinct. Of course it's not even close to Ultra Instinct in terms of power. Nothing will ever be unless... No, I think they found a cap. Unless Goku manages to go Super Saiyan or fuse while Ultra Instinct. Now that one would be crazy. And I'd say they have to bring Gogeta in if they fuse Ultra Instinct with Vegeta's Royal Blue, which would be absolutely amazing. And yes, I know the argument about Potara versus the Fusion Dance, where the Fusion Dance just adds up the power of your fighters together, where Potara multiplies them together. But I say, no matter what, Gogeta will win. And yes, there is a reason I'm just going on and on about Super Saiyan 4 Super Saiyan, all that. And that is because Gogeta himself had to pop out and fight Omega Shenron. And that's where we get the best version, in my opinion, of Gogeta. Super Saiyan Gogeta does look pretty cool. So does base Gogeta. But nothing will ever beat, in my opinion, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So yeah, with that, guys, round 10 of my Tournament of Power is over. It was another landslide victory. Just like, if you just want to know what last week's results were, it was a landslide victory against Broly as well, but near the beginning he had me on the ropes, I think once or twice. But now is the part where I show you next week's video, which is the Fusion himself, Gogeta, the ultimate fusion of Goku and Vegeta. And I have done it many times. Fought Vegito against Goku, Super Saiyan 4, everyone. But I have lost when I was fighting Vegito against Gogeta. Not because I wasn't trying, not because I let Gogeta win. Because he is better. Now if they added Super Saiyan God Blue Gogeta into the game, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. I hope you guys liked the video. Please leave a comment. If you aren't already, please subscribe. And hit the bell notification just so you can see my future videos. Other than that, I will see you guys next week. Bye.